Hello everyone. So I'm recording this video for the third time. Don't ask me why, please. And this is my book haul in Georgia. In Georgia, Sakartvelo, which is next to Armenia, Turkey, Azerbaijan, and so on. Yes. First of all, let's take a look at my beautiful new bookmark, which is just sunset, some birds, forest, and so on. Today this will be my microphone stand. And let's take a look at my book haul. And I like the blue packet. Okay, so I bought those books on a discount by surprise, by accident. I don't know what was it because I was just checking the prices, differences between Armenia and Georgia. And first of all, they're cheaper in Georgia than in Armenia. Second of all, I took them to the cashier and she was like, one book has a discount. And I was like, wow, nice, unexpected, and so on. And when I got the receipt, I realized that I paid less, even less, because all three books were on the discount, had discounts. And I was like, am I lucky or what? At least I'm lucky in buying books, because I will put price differences here. So I paid on 14th of February, Valentine's Day. I went to the book hall in Armenia. I bought two books and I paid 15,000 drams for two books, not on sale. But here, with discounts, I paid 10,000 drums for three books. Three books. Three books. I repeat, three books. This is like $30 for three books, $10 for each book. I mean, yes, in Europe and in America, in London, there is a bookstore, 666 or something like that. Books cost there way cheaper than in other parts. And I've heard in Canada they're also very expensive. And I saw the videos from girlies. Also in Armenia, oh, sorry, in USA too. But when they sent books to Armenia, Georgia, and so on, they're more expensive than in the original stores, bookstores. But I still got them on a discount, and maybe I will go to the bookstore on Tuesday and I will get more books. Because let me tell you, there weren't much books in English that, romance books, and no dark romances. I was like, okay. There were like sunny, sunshine, I don't know, romance books, summer books, and I was like, give me dark romance, give me mafia books, give me sports, and so on. But I found just those books that I was interested in, and thankfully, they had descriptions that I could read and choose the book because my internet connection was very, very low and I couldn't find anything at all. Like my phone wasn't working. I wanted to check in like on TikTok which books to get, but I was like, what the hell? My internet was like, bye bye. Okay, so let's move on. First book is Wrecked, Lauren Eschel, by Roland. Um, excuse me, Wrecked by Lauren Asher. This is the third book in the Dirty Air series, which I read together with first, second books. And I've got on Valentine's Day, I've got a fourth one redeemed in this series, and now I have the third one. I wanted to get first and second, but they only had second book, and they didn't have the first book. So I was like, okay, I will take the third one, and next time I will buy the second one or the first one if I find it. Okay, that's why I took this one, because this book was really memorable, and I read this book more times than I read first or second book. I don't know. It was maybe because it was with hard story, with this, I don't know, with struggling, with murders, with other stuff. Why do we like this kind of stuff? I have this stuff in my life. Why the fuck do I need to read about it? I don't know. So this is the first book, and second book is A Photo Finish by Elsie Silver. This book is from Gold Rush Ranch series. This book is number two. First one, Off to the Races. They didn't have that book. Strange is always the first book that is missing in the bookstores. Why? Why not second or third? Always the first book. Yes. This is the second book in the series, and I read the description. Oh, sorry. Yes, I read the description. It was pretty cool, interesting. So I was like, okay, I will take that. And by the way, cover is stunning. It is really stunning. Like, look at her. Beautiful yellow that I like. I like this yellow. So, guys, I'm back for the fourth time because last time I was recording and my phone storage said bye, even though I have 2 terabytes each. So, yes, I talked about this beautiful yellowish cover, which I'm in love with this cover, because I like this butterish yellow. It's really amazing. And the last book is The Front Runner. This is the third book. They also had like the fourth book, A Full Start, but I read the description. I didn't like it, and I was like, okay, bye. So I bought this one. The description was pretty cool, and I was like, okay, I will take it. Um, you know, I don't know, did I talk about that in a previous video? If I have, I will cut it. Um, Strangely, they don't have the first book, and I was like, again, they don't have the first book. Also in Armenia, they don't have the first book, but they have all other books, and I'm like, what? You cannot restock it or what? It seems like they buy like one book and that's all, like one of each. And let me tell you a like disclaimer. So yesterday when I bought um this was my book haul. That's all. Now a little story. So yesterday we were walking with my mom after bookish bookstore haul. um I went for a walk with my brother and her fiance, and my mother came back home, rented our house, and she told my father, I'm not good with him. Like, he thinks that we're good, but I'm like, keep the distance, bro. So yes, she told him that I bought books, and he was like, that's cool. What about? We know what about. And today in the morning, he asked me, what are those books about? And I'm like, you don't need to know. My mom was also like, you don't need to know. Because my mom only knows that it's a, like smart-ish. And my father was like, I didn't know that we don't talk about books that we read. In my head, in my mind, I was like, do you really want to know what those books are about? About love that you don't know what is it, and all the other stuff. So yes, it was pretty funny. And the first time that he found out that I read books was in 2023 when we went to Lithuania to celebrate New Year with my brother. He studies there now, lives there, and we went to the mall where I bought my Hannah Grace book, Wildfire, and he grabbed my arm and we like walking like penguins, and he asked me, "So your brother told me that you read books, so you read books, blah blah blah." And I'm like, "Yeah. So what about?" I'm like, "I don't know. I don't remember any books." And I'm like, you know, a lot of stuff goes on your mind at that time. A lot of scripts, a lot of plots. So yeah, and he told me, "At least tell me the title of the book." I'm like, fucking hell. Let me open my notes app where I write down. I'm not used to apps, reading apps, streaks, and so on. I have notes app where I write down everything that I read and so on. And I found out least smutty title to tell him, and least romantic one, because I don't like to be romantic and so on with my family. I'm like, don't touch me. I'm very like strict, and I'm recording this for the fifth time, the last part, because my iPhone storage said bye again. So yes, I was talking that I don't like to be romantic. I don't like. I'm usually cold with my family most of the time. Not with my mom, but with men. So yes, when I open my notes app, uh, I gave him the least Smartish title of the book, and he was like, "Must be good book." And I'm like, a lot of plots, a lot of scenes are in my head. I'm like, and I'm like, yeah, book. That book gave me a lot of knowledge. This is a really good book, good experience for myself. And I'm like, yeah, yeah, that's a really good book. So yeah, every time it's like that, I think every one of us have that kind of stuff in their families. Um, yeah, I just when someone opens that book's topic, and I'm like, don't ask me what I read, don't ask me what I read. I'm like, I just read, okay? Don't ask me what I read. That's why I try to also read something historical, the Egyptian, I don't know, oh, something that I like Tutankhamun's history story, to tell people that I read that kind of stuff, and something psychological because I like the psychology and so on. And yeah, I tell people I read that. I read not only smart, but also I read psychological and historical books. Yeah. So thank you very much. Hopefully, I will get to the bookstore on Tuesday, and I will also share a lot of stuff and to get more books. Hopefully, hopefully. So thank you very much. I'm very tired, so excuse me for my half closed eyes. And hope you liked that video, you laughed, and see you soon.